Dubious. Hello, Thick Lofty. Welcome to the stream tonight. We're gonna wrap up Side Order. I'm going to basically 100% it. But long story short, I've done the grinding for the chips off stream, and I basically drove myself insane. A couple hours just going for very super specific weapon chips that refuse to spawn. I was going absolutely bonkers. I could not, for the life of me, get what I needed in so many runs. I would just like get to like floor 28 and just reset because I was just like that upset. Like, no, floor 29, because it's like, okay, I've run out of money. I can't refresh things anymore. I didn't get the fifth and final chip that I needed for that specific weapon, and it was driving me nuts. It was driving me absolutely bonkers. So I did that grind off stream. I thought it wouldn't last long. I thought I'd be able to get it and then I'd have enough time to do a final stream where we just grind for all the headgear, you know, the most expensive thing on the vendor. And no, I already have enough money to basically buy all those, but I haven't bought those off stream, and I'm gonna buy those on stream. And we'll basically say that is the 100% of Splatoon 3's Side Order DLC. Now, off stream, I did do 3 weapons, which I kind of regret now, looking back. I just didn't feel like streaming, but I really wanted to play some more Side Order. I didn't expect to beat it without issue again, playing all those weapons. So today, we're going to do a run with the Brush, the Dualies, and the Blaster. Just like I say, I have a completed run of those, even though, you know, we're using pretty much max hacks. There's like, I have destroyed this mode, I have mastered this mode, there is nothing for me to fear. It's just, Side Order's been a very fun time. I've really enjoyed my time with this DLC. Let's head on inside. So, yeah. What else can I really say? Not much is going on in my personal life. Right as I started stream, some really sad news just got posted that, Akira Toriyama has just, like, passed away. Or, I don't know if it's just, or, like, just happened. Wish my model wouldn't be so stupid smiley all the time. I'm trying to have like this is not like, what a downer to begin the stream on. Like immediately after I hit live, I just immediately like see that happen, like that get posted. I'm like, oh my god. We just lost another great mangaka in our lifetime, which really fucking unfortunate. Absolute legend. Man. This has been a... The Side Order streams have kind of been a very depressing time with a lot of heavy topics. And I'm like, you know, self-reflection and life and just existential dread and... I don't know, like, these streams have been cursed, but Splatoon streams have always kind of been cursed whenever I do them. I don't know what it is about Splatoon, but it's a very brain-off activity. It's a very fun game. It's a very guilty pleasure. Not the best stream game. I always say that. But man, yeah, very, very unfortunate news. Not good news to begin the stream on. Sucks to see another great just kind of, you know, pass away. But that's just life. We're all eventually gonna pass away. Nothing is permanent. So, you know, do what you can in the now and leave something good behind, hopefully, so, you know, future generations and everyone that comes afterwards can enjoy it. Yeah, it really is tragic. It's like, he's going so strong and like through all these years too. Nah, I really don't know what else to say, other than, yeah, that sucks. So influential for so many things. He should have had more years. More... The people that deserve the longest time spent on this planet always, you know, they seem to pass early. It sucks. Anyways, sorry for the downer topic. That kind of like, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have a nice stream tonight. I'm gonna have a fun time. We're gonna end Splatoon 3's side order, and then like, as I said, I hit that start stream button, and then I immediately see that get posted. I'm like, oh fuck, oh, god damn. Rest in peace, you were a real one. Anyways. It always sucks. Saying anyways after everything, like, it really... I should probably iron that habit out. It's probably not a good habit. Let's jump into Splatoon. Woo! Here I am. I did not set things up when I should have. I always get a little bit spaced out when it comes to setting stuff up properly. I really do wish there were more replayability to this. Like, I wish there were weekly challenges, or they would add more weapons to this mode. I don't know how they would do that, really, because you could basically build every existing weapon, I feel, with the mod chips that you get from everything, so... It's a roguelike. They don't really need to add anything new. That's the whole point, is it's like always random. Let's turn all the hacks back on, because I had to do some very specific stuff to make sure the chips that I needed were showing up. So here you go. This is the complete collection. As you can see, noted by how every single one of them has the 3 dots right above them. And this little line that connects each of them underneath. These are like 3 different tones per palette. So basically there are 3 badges per row to collect by connecting the same colors. So the light pink, the middle purple, and the darker purple would all be separate badges. I'll showcase those later. It's honestly not that interesting. It's just among the newer badges that got added with this DLC, and it's a side grind that most people probably won't do anyways, because it's probably not worth it. The badges you get for your little profile aren't that impressive, but, you know, it's just something else to do. I figure you spend like, what, $25 on the DLC? Is that how much this costed? You got access to Wave 1, and that gave you like a few, like, that gave you a new hub area to kind of hang out in, and new shopkeeps and some badges to earn in the meantime. So let's go ahead and do Dualies. This is like the last mod chip that I needed, I think, was the dodge rolls for the Dualies, and I managed to get them. But yeah, I wanted to just like, I didn't want to call the last episode quits and like just be like, oh well, we're not gonna give it an actual finale. It's kind of hard to give it a finale because the very first stream I did can basically count as the finale. Because it's like, what? 2 runs and I beat it instantly? And then the rest of the DLC is basically just keep doing it again with all the other weapons. My, by the way, I've been noticing the drift on this controller now is starting to go bad, and I'm like, no, god damn it. I haven't seen my job get any of these controllers for cheap again lately. We've kind of run out of our seasonal stock, so we're not getting as much good stuff anymore. Getting these controllers for like dirt cheap, I should have just bought an extra one. They had some that actually had rumble built in, but I think they were made for the Xbox, so I don't know if they'd worked with the Switch. It sucks not having rumble for certain games, especially in emulation too. Like, some games have features that rumble a lot, and I'm missing out on it. I know Mr. Mosquito I believe Mr. Mosquito has a pulse that you feel when you suck blood with the controllers and all that. I just wish controller makers would figure out the drift issue, but if they did, then they wouldn't be selling as many controllers, unfortunately. It's the infinite ink pen situation, where you make a pen that never runs out of ink. Well, guess what? You're never gonna sell another pen again, because everyone's not gonna need it anymore, so... that's just that with consumer electronics now. They're not gonna build something that lasts. They're always gonna build something with a shelf life. Everyone always wonders why Nintendonium just isn't a thing anymore. Why all these consoles and controllers just like break after limited use, and it's like, well, yeah, they want to sell more. That's the unfortunate truth. One of these runs, I will try and do a all monocolor palette. This one, not so much. Land obsolescence is very much real. Yeah. No, speak of the devil. Look at this fucking bullshit right here. A weapon-specific chip that was the bane of my goddamn existence. I just have to like grab it out of principle now. Weirdly, Nintendo 64 controllers are rather fragile. Were they? I always felt those things could just be used as like a bludgeoning weapon. You see the fucking... It's that classic like meme image of some dude and he's just like strapped up in all this Nintendo gear and he's like a wizard. He has I think a Nintendo 64 controller on a stick as his wizard cane. The classic NES controller belt, where you just take an NES controller and you wrap it around your waist. maybe that's the case now, where Nintendo 64 controllers are incredibly fragile because they've been around long enough that, yeah, they will break, they will be worn down. They've gone through a lot of abuse unless you got them brand new. Then even then, like, as we were talking about earlier, nothing in life is really permanent. There's things kind of, you know, they degrade as time goes on. I may have a lot of physical games and like very rare games, but like, are they actually gonna work? Is disc rot gonna claim them? Has it already claimed them? I'm honestly afraid to, you know, start up my old consoles. The disc tray might not pop out. I know my Xbox 360 red ringed and died a long time ago, so I can't play beautiful Katamari. I can't use that to stream anything, unfortunately. Nintendo 64 is just bad design, to be honest. The stick was built different, the controller would last a lot more. Also, Mario Party minigames don't really help to preserve that. yeah, fucking... It reminds me of like this old meme comic someone made on 4chan years ago, where it's some dude busting through church doors, and like his palms like have holes in them, so like he's basically presenting himself as Jesus after being pinned to the cross and all that. But then like everyone grabs him and holds him in place and like reaches into his pockets, and they pull out a copy of Mario Party for the Nintendo 64 and find out he's fake. He's not the real Jesus. If I had that fucking comic on hand, I'd pull it up right now, but that would require me looking through a folder for like 10 minutes, and I'm not gonna go do that. There's a lot of really good old 4chan comics that are really hard to find unless like you dive into a personal collection. And I've done my best over so many years to save a lot of the funny ones that I found. Though some of the really good ones always got preserved as time went on. Of course, the God Hand comic is infamous. And the Devil May Cry one with the mailbox, which a word I can't say on stream or YouTube. Good classic comics. I miss that era of the internet where things weren't monetized and people weren't stealing things and putting them on shirts. People weren't afraid to make funny comics like that. There's a really funny comic too of you know how in Super Mario Bros. 2, aka Doki Doki Panic, when Luigi jumps into the air and he does his little leg wiggle. So there's like a comic of a guy driving a car, and he has this invasive thought about like how Luigi like flutter jumps in Super Mario Bros. 2. And so he tries to do it and gets his legs entangled in his steering wheel. And the last frame of it is a cop looking at him after he's pulled him over, and he's like, how did this happen? And like he's just looking in shame as his legs are entangled in his steering wheel. A lot of really funny, dumb little comics like that. There you, oh, you found it? Yeah. Here, let me pull it up on stream. This is fucking, I love this comic so much. I have to make sure to save this version too, just in case. In a more convenient place to get it. Mario Party! Internet comics used to be more than just Wojaks, and I kind of miss it, but I understand why people do Wojaks now. No one basically wants to have their stuff stolen, and Wojak is just basically a blank canvas that can be altered and changed to like fit anyone's like story. And because of its associations and people cringing about it, it's likely it won't be stolen at all by anyone. That's the thing about 4chan is basically so many websites where normies post basically stole everything from 4chan and claimed it as their own. And so things got less and less original. And especially like stuff like Trollface got claimed and someone like actually had the copyright for it and made t-shirts and promoted it and everything. That's kind of like the death of posting internet memes and comics and stuff. Like when people realize like, yeah, someone still owns this shit. So let's make something that no one could really claim or own, if they even really truly own it to begin with. It's up to debate, because, like, yeah, you just kind of anonymously post something on 4chan, and if it spreads like a wildfire, then how do you prove if you didn't upload it anywhere else with a solid date, you know? Didn't 4chan steal most of their memes from Reddit? No, it's the other way around. That's why everyone hates Reddit. Reddit was, like, completely fucking unoriginal. A lot of, like, proto-Wojaks, which were just rage comics, were, made on 4chan, and then Reddit kind of, like, co-opted them and, like, started just tracing over reaction images and stuff, and they weren't even, like, original or funny. They were just really cringe. Yeah, 2024 internet. Nothing is original anymore. It's crazy how we just went back to Derp and Derpina era comics. Mm-hmm. Very unfortunate. I do like a good Wojak meme every now and then, though, to be honest. I still love the 30-year-old boomer memes. I don't know. Guilty pleasure. I'm cringe. I'm sorry. I never understood why You're the Man Now Dog was a popular website in the first place. We were a very simple species back then. It didn't take much to, like, really make us laugh. Just a stupid image or a GIF with a giant repeating text exploding out of the background set to, like, silly sounds and music was just, like, all it used to take to entertain people on the internet. And now we're so much more jaded, so much more cynical, so much more nonsensical. Irony has, like, kind of really poisoned everything, too. You don't see much genuity anymore. Because everything has to be, haha, I like this thing, but I can't let you know that I like this thing, otherwise they're gonna think I'm cringe, haha. That kind of a mentality. Which sucks. Honestly, irony is awful. I hate it. Huh, I never knew that. Like, if you're just hiding in the ink, it doesn't actually pick you up. I say it's like I've 100% of this DLC, basically, and I've never actually once tried doing that. I didn't even originally know until someone mentioned it. Like, you don't even have to kill all the tiers of this thing. You just have to find the ones that are lit up. Something like that, it just takes care of it. It's still fun to kill each layer of it. But yeah, you only need to kill the one that's like actually a lit up strip. Those are the main brains, basically. I don't know why I thought refreshing on a floor that has a guaranteed vending machine was gonna be a good idea. May as well go ham, because why not? Shot spread reduction. That's gonna be interesting. Everything I shoot is gonna be very precisely in front of me. I regret to inform you guys, side order is gonna be over as of this stream, but that doesn't mean the Splatoon streams are gonna stop, because tomorrow, big run starts. So we got one more Splatoon stream. And then later in the month too, we also have another Splatfest, which is going to be a music-themed one. It's gonna be, what would you rather play? Drums? Guitar? Or keyboard? And I'm feeling drums. So I guess I could say it now. My father's a drummer. He tried to get me into music very early on in my life. I used to have a little drum set. I took music classes and everything, but they never went anywhere. I'm from a long lineage of musicians in the family, and unfortunately, I am also kind of the combo breaker because I want to be a different kind of artist. I'm like I think the first visual artist in the family, at least as far as my father's side is concerned. I don't really know much about my mom's side of the family when it comes to if they really did anything. My mom says my grandpa was an artist, but I never really saw much of his art. It's like my parents just don't know where the whole like art thing came from. Like, where did he learn how to draw? And I'm like, I don't know. I just like drawing in school. Rums, can I unfollow now or should I wait till Splatfest? You can unfollow now. I think drums are great. Everyone wants to be a guitarist. Let's be real, it's like, it's super popular to want to play guitar. Even I got a guitar for a while and tried, and yeah, that went nowhere too. Before I started streaming, basically, I still had my guitar and everything, but my parents just kind of listed it and sold it because I wasn't doing anything with it. So I was like, oh shit. By the time like they told, oh yeah, your dad's selling your guitar, and I'm like, wait, what? The guy's heading out to pick it up, and I'm like, you didn't let me know about this? I'm like, no. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't contest it. I didn't say, all right, go ahead. It's like I wasn't using it much anyways, so. I kind of regret that now. I don't know. I always wish I did something with music. I just don't think I have the talent for it. I can't sing, I can't dance, I can't play an instrument. No matter how much I like tried to learn a lot of skills earlier in my life, the one thing that always stuck with me was art. I don't even think I do art that well. But I've had a wide array of, you know, I've tried a lot of things in life at least. That's why I figured out I'm basically good at nothing. This is a very funny build we have going on right here. Reduce shot spread. Increase shoot rate. Let's just add a little bit of extra damage, because why not? So yeah, it's the self-loathing talking when it comes to like, oh, I'm not really that good at anything. I always see like so many people that are like talented in multiple fields, and I get jealous because I'm like, damn, how come I'm only like good at one thing and like mediocre like at it too. Not anything like too amazing. Imagine being good at stuff. I mean, yeah. I imagine that every day, kitty cat. But no, you're a mechanic. You know your way around cars, mechanic cat. You know your way around motors too. Give yourself some credit. You fixed up your bike. Being a mechanic is, and knowing cars and how engines work and how to piece things together and fix things, very, very useful skill. Knowing how to do plumbing, knowing how to fix cars, knowing how to build computers, like there's so many skills that are more useful honestly, that I wish I were able to do. Being able to cook. Everyone romanticizes being an artist. A lot of people want to be an artist. It's a very oversaturated thing. Not enough people appreciate the things that matter a lot in life. Oh, someone else did that? Fuck that bike is for me. That shit would be in mangoes and burned in a scrapyard by now. Oh. Okay. Sometimes we gotta throw in the towel and say, alright, this is beyond my issue. Let's give it to someone that truly can fix this thing. When that's like what happened when my solid state drive failed, and I'm like, okay, I don't know how to do any of this shit. I'm just gonna fucking send it into the computer repair shop. As much as it hurts me, I like to do everything myself if I can, but PCs are fucking expensive, and fucking anything up is very scary. By the way, I think I finally fixed the whole issue with my PC freezing randomly and locking up. It was because of my overclocking, which I had, was it XMP or whatever? So I disabled that, and I haven't had a freeze issue happen. I was looking online, I'm like, wait a second. Didn't I turn that on after? Or right before? In the BIOS, like, before my PC was fixed? That could have been the potential issue that was causing that to happen. So if I never get another freeze again, I'll live without the overclocking. I don't need it. Plus I heard online it's a little unreliable too, like based on system or whatever. PCs are very crazy. Being good at computers would be such a godsend. But it all sounds like gobbledygook to me. Gotta flip it, stick it, see you later, bye. Hey, Felius. Let's see what bullshit I could buy from the shop. Hopefully something good. Splat ink recovery. Okay, now we're gonna cause a bunch of bombs to spawn. We're gonna restore ink on kills. We shoot everything in a completely straight line with no spread. Oh my fucking god. Let's increase our ink attack range too. This is gonna get stupid. We have homing as well. You just literally point in front of me and just everything's gonna die. A baby would baby side order me would go, oh my god, I can't see anything and it's all covered in ink. This is really bad. I'm like, ha 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 ha. I don't care. Funny fish die. No skin off my back. Yeah, I love sunfish. They're such derpy fish. I love that they're the little catch stages where you have to chase them around and kill them all. There we go, max homing shots. I've been so slow at getting the streams out on YouTube for side order. They take forever to upload, because I do everything the dumb way. And even then, trying to record at the best quality that I can, they're still a little bit blurry on YouTube, and I'm like, ugh, there's no winning, I'll never be 4K pure HD. But it's okay. I don't think anyone could. Maybe someone can. Maybe it's just like my graphics card, honestly. That's the issue. I'm still using a RTX 270. Which, I think if you look at Steam surveys, for like hardware surveys and stuff, most people are just still running those. They don't want 480s. Maybe a 380, but in all honesty, I don't really need that amazing of a graphics card. A lot of what I like to play, honestly, is just retro games anyways, and indie stuff, which isn't that demanding on it. I'm yet to meet someone that watch anything on YouTube on quality higher than 10. I record at 1080. I'm never gonna do anything higher than that, I think. I think after 1080, it's like very redundant. Unless you want super clear clarity. But most of the world like watches stuff on their phones. And that's evident of like vertical streams doing very well on YouTube now that people are actually unironically like streaming and finding massive success from doing that over on YouTube, and I'm like, oh god. Alright, so now we have ink on kill, and now we have 60% usage on our ink instead, so like, we're never gonna run out of ink at this point. I find vertical streams to just be an insane foreign concept to me. It's like you gave like phones to a bunch of people that have never watched a video before and didn't know you could flip your phone over into landscape mode and watch everything in 16:9. So now we watch everything in 9:16. It's fucked up. We live in a society. Speaking of living in a society, I went to the Dollar Tree today, and the Dollar Tree installed a price checker. I don't know. You're probably like, what's so bad about that? Consider what I just said. The Dollar Tree installed a price checker. You walk into a dollar store and you expect everything to be $1. But that's no longer the case. That's no longer the case. They're getting items that are $3, $4, $5, $7. They're just because, like, they've gone the way of the fast food value menu, where it's no longer $1. It's just like, it's the $2 menu, it's the $3 menu, and it's like, that used to be what it costs to get a regular item. The fucking prices of everything are getting insane. Is it a tree that gives money? Dollar Tree is a chain of stores in the United States that used to be literally you walk in, everything's $1 because it's the Dollar Tree. So you know. Oh, I'm gonna go see a movie instead of paying $20 for a fucking drink and popcorn and candy. I could go to the Dollar Tree, grab a bottle of soda and a box of candy for $2 instead. And then you sneak it into the movie theater, which I used to do all the time. But now my movie theater is shut down. Not that there's any movies out there that I even want to see. That's another joy in life that I've been robbed of. So now I'm here, sitting on my ass, playing video games for you guys on the internet. Well, there is always VRC. Yeah. They did introduce a currency to VRC now, so a lot of the worlds that used to illegally host movies and video watchers and everything had to remove their databases of totally illegal movies that you could watch on the televisions with ease. So now you kind of have to have a link to like something on archive.org if it exists, or you know, just you can still watch YouTube videos at least. YouTube has basically replaced a lot of my entertainment anyways, like, not even in a fucking Coco Melon baby way, where I just watch baby sensory videos all day. I like to watch just video game media. I like to watch people's documentaries about weird games I've never heard about. Give me 2-hour videos that are just talking about an entire game franchise. That's the kind of entertainment I go for. There's a part of me in my old age that... my old elderly age that desires watching educational stuff and learning about things. Right, I feel like probably the average person now like cringes at that thought, like, ugh, educational. Some people like never evolved past that hatred of like educational things. Now I'm just like, I'm old and I actually have like a newfound appreciation for learning about things. As a kid, you're just being a dumb kid. You want to basically be an adult. You think everything is lame. You don't want to... You're too good for this, you're too good for that. And then when you're older, you humble down a little and you're like, nah, this is actually really nice. I understand now. I understand. I'm not the most entertaining streamer. I'm not like high energy or anything. I look at my past streams and I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm a little bit of an educational streamer, aren't I? I just like to showcase stuff. I'm not really good at the telling part of show and tell, I feel. But I was talking about like artists and their influence earlier on a Discord. Oh, hi everyone. Did you come to visit your good buddy Smollusk? Gotta say, you're doing a great job as an end boss. But once I commit, I never do things halfway. Are you ready for another big fight? Let's see how fast I kill the tentacles. Yeah, back to VR chat. I just wish everyone I used to play VR chat with had more free time now to hang out. A lot of people are busy now, and so it's like harder to find the time. Usually if I jump on VR chat, I'm typically hanging out by myself. Which, not good for my brain, because I don't like being alone. I hate being lonely. That's my major issue, is that, like, oh, I just feel lonely. I want to have company. I want to hang out with someone. I want to talk. I want to explore worlds. I want to show them goofy gimmick maps. I want to, you know. And, yeah. It's hard to always, like, talk people into trying out VR chat, because they usually have, like, a negative impression of it, but it's like, I've always been a big fan of world exploration. I've always been just deep into that kind of stuff. I've loved games like Yume Nikki. What's that, was it, I think it was just called Worlds, as, like, this old, really weird, like, virtual chat room world kind of game. It got famous through Vinny, but before then, people on 4chan and the X board were talking about like, oh yeah, check out this weird like online game world that like people used to like manage and build worlds, but they no longer play it, and there's like a cult or whatever hanging out in here now. So I installed it a long time ago and signed up. Unfortunately, I lost the login credentials. I don't know if you can even like still make an account for that, or know where the account information even goes. Great job, you fought like you meant it. You too, Smollusk. I'm so proud of you. I hope you'll stay on as Aspire's final boss. I will. I'm so excited to meet all the Ocklings who are gonna come challenge me, and I hope you folks won't be strangers, okay? Please. Yeah, Vinny, like, really made Worlds popular. It's he himself is a 4chaner. As much as a lot of like modern Vinesauce fans probably don't know. Probably don't even want to think about. But their favorite streamer used to partake of the chans. It's fun. It's a funny, interesting thing. So I'm pretty sure like he probably also read the same threads, and he probably also explored worlds entirely because of the 4chan threads. It's just he was the first to have the idea to kind of stream it and showcase it. And it became a very famous video, basically. Main firing speed, main range. I think firing speed would be good with this. So, yeah. Up next is the blaster run, basically. We could do some dumb stuff with this weapon build. Yeah, virtual world exploration. I've always really dug it, so... VR chat is kind of like that. A lot of people make some very interesting worlds. Some people just flip an asset. So, there's like really bad VR chat maps. There's really good VR chat maps. It's not an interconnected world. You're basically going to singular instances, which are private most of the time, unless you choose to go in a public instance. The problem with public instances, though, they barely exist. You know how in real life, like, oh, I'm gonna go to the store, but like, the store is just like Walmart or Target. There's maps that are essentially that in VR chat, where everyone just goes to the Black Cat or the Great Pug or another popular map that I'm forgetting the name of, but you know, the most basic, easy on the system maps. A lot of people, like, you know, you have listings of thousands and thousands of unique worlds, but people don't go exploring and they don't know a lot of these cool little spots. So a lot of VR chat is basically finding cool little hole-in-the-wall maps, unique things, and then sharing those things with others. Because the first thing anyone ever does when they go on VR chat is they go to the public worlds and then, you know, they see a little 10-year-old running around as a Ugandan Knuckles avatar, or Five Nights at Freddy's avatars yelling slurs, and then they're like, oh, that's VR chat. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of like VR chat if you just want to be a tourist. You don't want to experience anything cool that it has to offer. Lanadan, when I got him in the VR chat, like, the first thing he kind of like, he found some goofy Pikmin worlds, like actually imported Pikmin models and enemies and like maps from the first game. I think he really likes exploring the video game import maps a lot. And I showed him a world where you can essentially play Super Mario 64 within VR chat, where you could do the triple jump, you could do the dash jump, you could do like the fucking triple jump, you could do everything. It's like funny. Like that one thing, it's just a gif of a cat rating its auto feeder. That one of a bus driving down a rainy road that's easy on my ghetto potato, confusingly. Yeah, I think that's I've been to that bus one before. VR chat is like very the maps are all optimized very differently. It's a Wild West, essentially. Oh yeah, the Kmart maps. The Kmart maps are really fucking funny. They're very high quality too. It's actually insane how those maps are crafted the more you explore VRChat Kmart. It's basically like a dead chain of stores in the United States at this point, but someone who really loved Kmart, who probably worked at Kmart, who was probably a manager for Kmart, got bored and made a hyper-realistic Kmart within VRChat, and there's a whole roleplay community behind it. It's like the most insane effort for something that doesn't deserve the effort, but I'm glad it exists. A long time ago, took a bunch of people to VRChat Kmart. I've taken them to VRChat Chuck E. Cheese. What other crazy places have I taken people? I've taken them to a world that's just nothing but tentacles, but that world's kind of like not safe for work. But hey, you ever want to be in a giant world that's just nothing but tentacles? Ha 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 ha. That exists in VRChat. I kind of kicked off like VRChat community nights in a community that I hang out in a long time ago, where I was just pestering people like, hey, anyone want to hop on VRChat and explore worlds with me? You know, let me know, and then, you know, like 3 other people did, and we kind of just hung out in a virtual Disney world, which was a very scuffed, shitty map. A very, like, it's a funny scuffed map, not very well made. But after that night, more and more people kind of started showing up, and it kind of just turned into a community night situation where people agreed to start showing up every like Friday or Saturday, or maybe sometimes even both, and just hang out in a world or do whatever. So it's always nice to have that kind of thing in your life. If you're just bored, stuck at home, if you got excess money, just fucking buy a VR headset. Get in the VR chat, get addicted, I guess. It's a lot of people, like, during 2020 through the following years when COVID was destroying the world, increase the radius of damage and ooh, yes, please. VR stuff was selling out during COVID times because everyone was so bored. It was like a massive spike for VR chat in popularity. I've been playing since 2018, and for the longest time I had that same misconception that you needed VR to be able to play VR chat, until I learned you could be a desktop shitter and just like play on desktop. And yeah, I went on eBay. I found a very cheap HTC Vive setup that was like very affordable, insanely affordable. It's just a shame that it sounds like ass, which is why I don't do VR chat streams much. I don't want to like as much as like I fillet VR chat and shill it. I don't pay the money for a Valve Index because I'm always worried I'm gonna like dump $1,000 for a full Valve Index set, and then they're gonna announce the Index 2, and I'm gonna be like, shit. So I've been waiting for them to announce something new, and it hasn't happened yet. So I'm like, man, should I spend the money on it? I don't really make anything from VTubing that, like, you know. I know it's not even just for stream. Well, for a better microphone, it would be for streaming. Just get a cheap lapel microphone. It solved the problem. Yeah, it's just one more thing I have to plug in and like slap on and tape onto the thing is the problem, Mechanic Cat. And I'm a lazy motherfucker, and like I was looking at YouTube videos testing certain microphones, and if I want something that would get the ideal kind of clarity I want out of a microphone, it would basically cost about $100 for a microphone that I would just use with a VR headset. And then I'd be like, okay, well, what if I ever do replace it and upgrade to another VR helmet? Then now I have this expensive microphone that I'm probably not going to have any use for. But then I think there's other things I could do too. Like I could do more active streams. You know, I have a Ring Fit, but the problem is when it comes to playing that, how do I talk into a microphone? You're gonna like hear me in the distance just like so that's where one of those microphones would actually kind of come in handy, I guess. Maybe to have that, but those are like very rare kinds of streams. It's always a thing of money with me. It's always a thing of money. I have to justify the purchase. If it wasn't obvious with my streaming and VTubing, I'm kind of a cheap asshole. I've made everything myself, pretty much. I made my own model, I rigged my own model. It's I make all my assets outside of the, you know, the stuff that's obviously live action, or like videos and stuff that just aren't public use shit. And the chat box too. I didn't make the chat box. I just made the color choices, and you know, that's one of the few things I bought for VTubing. Which I don't even use the little accompanied animation that comes with it. I've been like thinking, like checking out, seeing if there's like any new chats I could honestly just purchase and maybe change things up. But setting those up in Stream Elements is always a pain in my arse. Ah, thank you, Mechanic Cat, for the take care of yourself. You'll be happy to know that tonight's drink of choice is water. Mmm, delicious Wawa. I said I was gonna do a monocolor run. I think we'll save that for the ink brush, because the ink brush gets like stupid because that's mobility based. It's really funny. I'm going so far with like what I feel is gonna be like the most fun for this weapon. So I'm like doing splash radius and splash explosions. And we're seeing just how insane this blaster is. It's running out of ink really fast though, so I need to do something to like increase my ink capacity if I can. The wave breaker is like pretty useless, but on the bright side, I could just use that for a quick ink restore in a pinch if I need it. about ink attack size again. We're just gonna like fill up the entire room at this point when we shoot in front of ourselves. But yeah, I really do love VR chat. And I wish doing VR streams were easier. It's honestly like really hard to do VR chat streams because you gotta consider a lot of things. You gotta like kind of imagine you're talking to someone but you're dragging a camera around. You're being your own cameraman. And you're trying to set up a shot which is like aesthetically pleasing to look at and frame things on the go, on the fly. And with VR chat maps, like sometimes there's also a lot of stuff that happens that you gotta be aware of. If there's like gimmick maps, like a horror map, if you don't have the camera pointed in the right direction, something is gonna happen and then you're gonna be like, ah shit, that didn't get captured on camera. So there's like stuff like that you gotta consider. And then it's very easy to waste your time in VR chat with a bad map too. You kind of have to scout things out. You gotta find the best of the best, or find what you want to showcase. Like for my birthday stream during December, a lot of those maps those are maps that I curated myself and have had on my list forever. So I'm thinking like, oh, this would be for a good Christmas themed VR chat stream. I got a bunch of stuff that would be good for a Halloween stream. I didn't get around to doing a VR chat Halloween stream last year. I've always helped others with suggestions for Halloween VR chat maps. I'm usually pretty confident in my ability, like when I share things that I think people will enjoy, that they actually will enjoy it and it goes well. God, this sucks because I just run out of ink, but I do so much damage. It's insane. You know, something I gotta consider getting better at too when it comes to streaming is like not cursing so much. I'm like I have the mouth of a sailor. And if I ever do get monetized on YouTube, I know there's a curse limit. In the nightmarish hellscape that we live in, AI stuff is basically gonna get to the point where, if it's not already there, where it'll be able to go through your video and recognize every use of a curse word and just demonetize you when you surpass a certain number, which that's already kind of how it works. We are being socially engineered, basically. The dystopian hellscape that we thought was going to be the future, we're already living in it, essentially. It's just not the cool cyberpunk world we thought it was going to be. It's actually like pretty lame in comparison. No flying cars for you. You only get a YouTube algorithm that favors shorts and won't let you say fuck more than 5 times. It's always weird to consider that, like, yeah, we are being socially engineered by algorithms and how things work on the internet. It's kind of scary. We're changing so much about ourselves and our humanity by following trends of what algorithms demand that we do just to make ends meet. Then again, maybe that's what life has always been, though. Doing the safest thing for our survival. Homing sounds like it would be really dumb on this weapon, but I'm not gonna... I don't think I want to go for that. Nothing good, nothing good. Nah, just getting all this garbage. Whatever. Another problem with streaming VR chat is there's a lot of copyrighted content within VR chat. It's very easy to visit a world that has a video player and like it just instantly starts playing some copyrighted music. So you always have to consider that too when you're streaming VR chat. Is this like actually an original piece of music being used in the world, or did someone just rip one of their favorite anime songs and build it into the world? You also gotta like be aware of your mannerisms too in VR, because sometimes it's like very telling to your posture, how you're standing, like there's a weird face-to-face element with VR chat. Like, it's very easy to get immersed in VR chat because when you are hanging out with someone, it kind of really does feel like you're face-to-face with them. But they're wearing an avatar, but the movements of their hands, their head, everything is like more or less like what they're doing in real life, if they have a VR headset, that is. Desktop people, they're pretty much just like a statue walking around. They don't, like, you don't really read their body language or anything. But as I'm saying, that's like just another reason why VR chat streams are kind of hard to do, but like also really nice, and because it's just such an immersive experience. And when you're just hanging out with people in general, it's just, yeah, it just feels kind of like a heart-to-heart, and a very good way to bond with others and hang out with friends. Even worse is the ad-friendly shit does fuck all. I search for stroking cock for crime line. It autocorrects it to stroking and then floods you with penis. Amazing and impressive amount of full frontal penis. Yeah, the fucking Dr. Penis videos, basically. As long as it's medical footage, it can exist. So there's like, I've learned there's a community on YouTube that just posts that kind of stuff for entirely fetish reasons. We live in a society. There was a period of time where a bunch of Fritz the Cat clips, if you're aware of that movie, the Ralph Bashki adaptation of Fritz the Cat, and it was being flagged as for children just because it was a animated movie about a cat. But of course the algorithm on YouTube that detects that kind of stuff doesn't realize what Fritz the Cat is actually about. It took them a while to correct that, but I was just like, I was linking friends to clips of Fritz the Cat saying, hey, look what's on YouTube, kids. If I said anything that happened in that movie, I would, I'd be banned, so I literally can't say it, but there's some very colorful language and very, Very, yeah. Fritz the Cat, check it out. Ralph Bashki directed it. Shit, what's his name? The artist who actually made it, the comic artist? The guy who, Arkrum is the guy that, made Fritz the Cat, and he fucking hated the adaptation that Ralph Bashki made, that he killed Fritz the Cat in the comics because he hated the movie so much. This is gonna either go fast or take a long time. As long as I go, I hit it in the right area. There we go. Yep, Robert Crumb, aka Art Crumb. Which someone in high school told me that my art reminded them of Art Crumb. Which I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or an insult. If you know, I take it as a compliment. Art Crumb is a very funny individual. A lot of his stuff is like R-rated, so. And he's kind of an asshole who's like full of himself. He's a very interesting artist. He likes his ladies very big and thick. He's like one of those people on the forefront of, you know, cartoony, lewd stuff. Pretty sure he hated the movie because Ralph Bashki was a fucking dick and the production of that movie was a shitfest. As for the character, the movie is a good depiction of Fritz. Yeah, that's probably why. I never really looked too much into the drama. I just know he killed Fritz for real because of the fucking movie. Ralph Bashki movies are a trip to watch. But it's just kind of like sad that stuff like that has fallen to the wayside. I was like, maybe I should. I'm like, no. We're going full stupid with this build. Main range. We've doubled our range at this point. A little bit more than double. Look at that. Look at that. That's stupid. That's like rapid. Oh my god. That's like fucking... That is funny as hell. The range on this thing. Look at that. That's like... That's insane. I run out of ink so fast. Oh, it's bad. But it feels so good to do. I have to basically reload. It makes doing this a pain in the ass. Damn, bro, you frying chicken. Hell yeah, I'm frying chicken. Actually, speaking of fried thing, it's like fried fish season. I noticed all the fast food places are offering fish sandwiches. And I would never order fish from fast food, honestly. I don't really eat fish at all. Yeah, sure, let's go for some more damage. It was almost a completely monocolor run. This drama is out. He had second thoughts on giving the license, and Ralph got Crumb's wife to sign the rights for the movie while Robert was away from home, and so they just went behind his back to secure the character usage while lying to Crumb's wife. They said that the deal was good as done. That is fucked up. You know why that is, right? It's, weeks you're not allowed to eat meat for certain weeks, but fish is okay. Oh, it's that thing or whatever. Weird. I thought it was just like the fish yield from the ocean was really good right now. I always find that like interesting. Oh no, you can't eat animal meat, but you can eat fish meat. It's like a weird concept to me that like people call themselves vegan, but they eat like chicken and fish because they think it's okay. Like that doesn't count, but fish are very, you know, they could feel emotion. Fish are very intelligent sometimes. Your grandmother used to force you to follow that. It sucked. Oh. I mean, on the bright side, you learned to eat fish when you were young. I didn't. As a young kid, I was the kind of dumb kid that just never ate fish, so I just did not develop the taste buds for it. So in my elderly stage, I'm just kind of, I have a hard time like wanting to eat fish. I've tried. I've had sushi. I've had fried fish. But the smell, the texture, it's just something that I'm not used to. And so I struggle a lot, and you know. If situation ever calls, or like a friend wants to go get sushi, or like, I don't know, go to a fish place, I'll try again. I'll try. I can't guarantee I'll, you know, be able to eat it without like probably needing a soda. The problem with these like sushi places is like they never offer I go to them and they don't have fountain drinks with like infinite refills. Usually if you want to go to a good sushi place, they're gonna come out with a can of Coke in a glass, and you're basically like buying a can of Coke. I'm one of those people that like needs a very strong acidic drink when I'm eating something that like I'm not too familiar with eating, just in case. You to kind of like balance it out. You can tell I'm very uncultured with cuisine. Now, while building this really dumb blaster, I unfortunately kind of made myself very bad at these maps because running out of ink really fast, and I just cannot, for the life of me, restore enough ink to keep it going. The movie is not perfect or that good, to be honest, but it's a very nice adaptation of the comic, and the design of the character is pretty much one-to-one. I'm pretty sure the main reason Robert got crossed is because of the drama. Yeah, I mean, I would be too. Going to someone's wife behind their back and doing that is, the world of entertainment is very cutthroat. Never ate fish when young, but now I'm addicted to sushi, which is bad because it's expensive. Yeah, that's why I count my blessings, is increase the damage. Oh yeah, by explosions. Good. Sushi is very expensive. Fish is good for you. It's really good for you. Well, if it's coming from a good place, that is. I always worry about the sources of what I eat sometimes. He says as he eats McDonald's. But with fish, you know, there's always the threat of like microplastics and mercury. You gotta be like very careful with fish and make sure it's like... What's fucked up is our ocean is just so polluted that I have a hard time trusting that fish is going to not have microplastics in it at this point. And it's probably for the best that I don't eat fish. That's my cope. We got the like best song here. Where did my ball go? Okay, there we go. Aiming this is a weapon for killing, not a weapon for knocking balls around and doing turf war. Where did the ball go? I don't even know. I still really like this song a lot though, so I don't mind it. Yeah, this is probably my favorite song of the DLC. It's a shame it only plays on these stages with the balls. So I feel like these are the stages I get the least. There's some cheap sushi around, but I don't trust cheap raw meat. I mean, yeah, it's raw. Yeah, raw and cheap is usually a good way to get sick. Don't trust. I'm not gonna do turf war. Main piercing, sticky ink, reset. You know what? Let's try a little bit of homing shots. This could be stupid. It could be fun. I don't know if it even works with blasters. Does it just make my, like, the blaster thing, like, fly into enemies? I mean, the range is so ridiculous at this point. Does it even matter? These are the kinds of maps that I should be doing with this weapon. I thought the blaster was gonna be a massive pain in my ass, but no, it's such a insane weapon in this mode. I've never been good with blasters in any other mode, but this one is just like, it feels fun as hell. That's why I love about this DLC is like it gets you to experiment with weapons you wouldn't be. Summon Run too. Weapons you just wouldn't be comfortable with. It forces you to play them and learn them. It just doesn't even like have any resistance at all when I shoot it. That's how strong this is. That's how much damage I'm doing. It just instantly, as if like that track didn't even exist. This is... I wish I did something about my ink capacity, but we're so stupid that I don't think it ultimately matters. As long as I'm just careful with my shots. Now, I know I don't eat sushi. I don't eat fish. But I do hope I get to go to one of those restaurants where it's like a conveyor belt and you just grab what looks good to you. I think that would be fun. There's certain things that I think would be nice. It's kind of like you see something that looks appetizing and then you just grab it, and then that's like the price you pay based on the plate color or like what it is. I tried octopus, and while it was like rubbery, it wasn't that bad. I tried imitation crab and I nearly vomited in my own mouth. Hi everyone. Aw, you came to visit me. Yo, Smallest, wanna be the world's weirdest training dummy for us? Hee hee hee, I'm much more than a training dummy. I'm your worst nightmare. Alright, let's see how stupid this is now. Just instantly nuked him. It's gonna be interesting to see how much damage it does in the final phase. Okay, so it's not gonna basically one tank him in the final run. It's gonna probably gonna be a tank and a half, if I had to guess. But a single tank could kill both his first and second vulnerability phase. This weapon is so fun in this mode, it's insane. Now watch this. That's the pro move right there, just using the wave breaker to restore my ink. Not even to use it as a weapon, just throw it out there for the full ink tank. Wow, you and Paul are super tough, eh? Right back at you, bud. That was fun. Please come and play with me again sometime. Yeah, it's actually kind of like fucked up to eat octopus because they're very intelligent creatures. I don't think we eat dolphins. Some cultures out there might eat dolphins. I don't know if dolphins are edible. No, a lot of people in the United States don't really like eating horse, but everywhere else they like eating horse. I know shark fin soup is highly illegal, but people still eat it. There's like people out there, can't believe they do that to sharks, but then like they go to a fancy rich people party where they do super illegal shit. And they basically have access to shark fin soup, and then their curiosity is like, well, you know, this is highly illegal, and this is immoral, but I'm gonna partake of it. Rich people get away with that kind of shit all the time. They figure it costs so much money and that normal people won't have access to it anyways. What? Rare, endangered animal? And you have, you came across some meat of it and you want to serve it to all your rich friends? It costs out the ass. As long as the average peasant isn't out in the fields killing these animals for basic survival, then it's okay if I get to eat one, is their train of logic, basically, I'm pretty sure. It's like a locust mentality, I guess. Yeah, because, like, yeah, it's kind of like what humanity is we are parasites, we are locusts. We multiply, we devour everything. We consume and consume and consume. So that's how animals become endangered in the first place, is overhunting. Humans invented weapons to be able to basically not have to worry about anything ever. Once we figured out guns, bears and tigers and lions and all that, like the stuff higher up on the food chain was no longer the highest thing on the food chain. We'll try to go for an all monocolor run here, so only blue chips, only blue chips. Oh wait, have you ever seen videos of bears breaking into people's houses? I completely understand why people own weapons after seeing those. Just imagine your front door just like goes randomly and just a black bear walks into your living room and you're like, oh cool, I'm dead. That's a 500-pound animal built to kill everything in its path. Good thing you live in an apartment in Brazil. Yeah. People that live in rural areas, like, owning a gun is kind of essential because of stuff like that. Home invasions aren't limited to just humans. Animals will get curious. Now, in my general area of living, we have this issue where they keep building apartment complexes on every empty lot. They keep converting empty fields of nature into giant parking lots, and, you know, I hate to see it. Recently, a bunch of, like, beautiful old giant oak trees just got chopped down near a highway because, I don't know why they decided to do it, but fucking, we're talking maybe trees that are hundreds and hundreds of years old, and they just got rid of them. I don't know why they got rid of them. I'm sad they got rid of them. What was I talking about? Dementia kicked in. Oh yeah. Basically, when all these animals' lands get built over, when wildfires burn things down, it really fucks with animals, and so they're forced to go places they normally wouldn't go because they're competing with all the other animals in nature for food chains and food sources and territory. Animals don't get along with each other very well. They're very territorial. So the more humanity interferes with nature and takes land away from animals, the animals will be forced to basically start exploring places they're not intended to explore. And that might be your living room, as a bear that weighs like 500 pounds just smashes your door out of the doorway and just invades your home. I don't have to worry about that, but I mean, we do have mountain lions. That is a very rare threat that I could just, you know, maybe leave my house one day and somehow a fucking mountain lion. I don't live near mountains where they should be existing, but it could very well just be one. Yeah, ever heard of a Champawat tiger? I have not. What the hell is a Champawat tiger? This better not be a D's nuts joke or something. Oh, fuck a googer. I mean, you know what? Honestly, if I walked out of my house and I saw a cougar waiting for me, I think I'd be fine with that. Not the cat kind. We're talking the older lady kind. Run speed up. Good, because I was needing more meme bucks. I was running pretty low on meme bucks. I want to break the chain. Grinding pearls works best if you just go for all of the same color. It gives you like a massive bonus. Got it. A female tiger that got shot in the toothed jaw by a hunter. She survived but could no longer hunt the ordinary tiger prey, so she went for more easy targets. So she killed over 200 people. Men, women, and children. Oh my god. So this, I'm guessing Champawat is a place then, and this is like a very famous creature. Just a notorious lion. That's a story about nature basically fucking humanity back. Like, because one person carelessly did not kill that tiger, they let it escape after injuring it. It came back and it got more than revenge at that point. Like, if you're gonna, like, hunt animals, fucking at least have the goddamn courtesy to make use of the entire creature. Carelessly hunting shit and just, like... I like going to zoos. I like watching animals. I like learning about animals. I know the San Francisco Zoo has a rhino that lost its tusk to poachers, which is fucked up because they just take the tusk and then they just leave the rhino for dead. And so the rhino that they have in captivity there is just a poor rhino that lost its horn to poachers. Lost or was taken, because I've heard they take them to protect them. I mean, I imagine some of them are territorial animals, or at least like when they're... How do rhinos work? Their horns are for show, mating, or like fighting other rhinos off, you know, for when they're fighting to mate, basically. But if you take the horn away from a rhino and it can't do its courtship stuff, or, you know, fend off another rhino, then it just ends up being a genetic dead end, unfortunately. Always gotta, like, consider that, like, these are the tools for the animal to exist in the wild and keep making more of those animals. And in the tiger's case, like, yeah, you fucked up its tooth and jaw, so it couldn't actually hunt real game anymore, so it had to go for humans, because they were just generally easier to kill and eat. God damn it. Now, I like birds a lot, and the bird trade is like a major issue. You want to know a very underrated animated movie that, unfortunately, no one cares about? I like the Rio movies. The parrot, the little blue parrot, it's a very well animated movie for birds, too. A lot of people don't want to animate birds because they don't understand bird body, like, body expression. It's very hard to animate birds, but Blue Sky, which I think Blue Sky got shut down too. Blue Sky Animation Studios. They did a really good job on Rio. And the overall message of that movie was like the whole bird trade situation where these exotic birds are just like being hunted down and sold off as exotic pets to foreign countries and stuff. So they're depleting their numbers, essentially, and starting to endanger them. And the blue parrot, that was the main character of the movie, he was kind of one of the very last few of his kind. So the whole point was like bring him to Rio to introduce him to a female of his kind so that they could make more and hopefully save the species. Now, unfortunately, in real life, guess what happened? They went extinct a couple years after the movies. So, rest in peace, blue little guys. If they exist out there in the wild, they're probably very few in number to this point. They may as well not exist anymore, sadly. For display, attack, and defense mostly, it would not hurt the animal too much to not have it, but he is a disadvantage. Yeah, that's what I mean, like, you take something from an animal and they're just in a disadvantage then. You're setting the damn poor thing up to fail. This isn't gonna come easy. I can't just bounce that up there with my head. I gotta actually make an effort here to take it up there. But this is just a very, I'm talking about a topic like this, and I'm just gonna, like, suck off lack of love for a bit. Very fucking good game. Very, very great message without being ham-fisted. Just, like, humanity's effect on nature. And how that entire game is just like, here's a foreign planet that makes absolutely no sense to the player. but it's its own culture of all kinds of crazy, goofy little creatures. They exist, and now humanity is invading other planets because they destroyed their own planet through overconsumption and pollution and killed all the animals and all that, so... Lack of Love isn't a very ham-fisted game. It's very... It dumps a lot of that information on you, like, later on. I guess spoilers, but, like, no one's... I don't think anyone's, like, really that hard-pressed to play Lack of Love, besides, like, other Love the Lick fans. Yeah, I played that game, what, February of last year? I finally, like, got around to, adding timestamps to it on my YouTube channel. It's very painful to watch my old VODs. I mean, I don't watch the whole VODs, but I have to, like, skim through them to add the proper timestamps and everything. If they don't have the thing poachers want, they're safe from them, at least. But then that's just fucked up. We're robbing an animal of its, It's like, oh, humans with arms are gonna be poached, so we're gonna go cut off everyone's arms. That way the poachers won't want to take their arms, and then they'll leave the people alone. But it's like, I have no arms. I have no arms. What the hell am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to live? We created this issue. We created this goddamn issue. It wasn't the animals' fault. It was fucking humans for being shitty. The fact Rule of Rose counts as a Love the Lick game is wild. Yeah, yeah. It's not always like the same exact people, but it's like a lot like Love the Lick was basically the foundation studio where all the major talents came from, and they all kind of like bridged out into different territories and like had their own projects and everything. But more or less, like, you know, they all kind of kept in contact with each other, and if they needed someone to do art or if they wanted someone to make music, they more or less all had contact and could still keep working. So like everything that basically came after UFO, A Day in the Life, Moon RPG, and Lack of Love is a honorary Love the Lick game. So that means Tulip, Rule of Rose, Indonesia, Tingle's Red Rupee, Rosy Red Rupee Land, Chibi Robo, all the Chibi Robo games, Dillion's Rolling Western, a handful of other things too. Even Little King's Story, Incredible Crisis, those have some association. Paper Mario Origami King was written by someone, I believe, from the Love the Lick, because they're working at Nintendo. The artist for Moon in Indonesia, and Mario RPG. He made the Revered, the ghost dog Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet. So he got to like design a cute ass Pokemon. I follow him on Twitter, and he's so proud. He's so proud of his little ghost dog. He's like always showing off all the little merch and trading cards he gets of him. It's cute. I wish I could design a Pokemon one day. That'd be cool. That's like, I feel like everyone's dream is to make an official Pokemon. Then I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna collect everything of this thing that I helped made. He's a guy that really likes toys, too. I'm really bad at remembering names. I'm someone who visualizes people better if they do something, I guess. Going by name alone, though, I'm kind of like, I have a hard time at remembering names. That's just like me being dumb and low IQ. And like, even English or Japanese, it's like, I still struggle the same, but it's especially a little bit more harder when it's like Japanese names. But sometimes a lot of Japanese artists just go by their screen names as well. That makes things a little bit more easier, but like if you want to be more formal and get like their actual real names, you guys seen me try and read Japanese before. I fucking suck at it. Because like earlier I said I'm more show than I am tell. I am not very good at telling. Ah, damn it. Okay, hang tight up here while I'm safe. Okay. Ah, shit. If I could have knocked that into the ball, it would have killed him. Where did you go? There you are. There we go. Japanese stream when? I've already done plenty of them. Just consider any game that I play that's like all in Japanese and never got translated a Japanese stream. I wish I knew how to speak Japanese. I wish I knew how to like read Japanese, write Japanese. I'm a weeaboo. No, I'm like the world's worst weeaboo. Where I like a lot of stuff that comes out of Japan, but like I just have no capacity to like. I could barely do English good. Why would I try and master another fucking language when I'm a mouth-breathing idiot? This is like fucking useless for me. I don't know why I'm buying it, but it's just more blue. I'm trying to go for a full palette here of just nothing but blue colors, so I'm just taking what the game throws at me. Gotta go blue. Gotta go blue. Where's Sonic the Hedgehog? It's another stream I've thought about doing is just like fucking watching a fucking old Sonic cartoon with you guys. They're all just publicly available on YouTube. I don't think it would be against the rules, just kind of watch that. I've seen plenty of streamers just like put that on as they sleep too. And I'm like, huh. What's honestly stopping me from watching Super Mario Brothers Super Show with you guys? Where that goofy-ass Sonic cartoon where he's voiced by Orderbrush. I'm waiting. Now, I don't think I'd be able to upload them on YouTube, though, because I remember back when I was putting together my BRB reel, I was, like, collecting a lot of material, and, the Sonic cartoons, the Sonic Says segments that I threw in were all getting copyright claimed. And I was like, oh shit, okay, gotta remove these, unfortunately. Those cartoons are fucked up, but in my heart, the Super Mario Bros. Super Show and Sonic the Hedgehog, like, I forget how they differentiate them. The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, not Sonic Sat AM, which was like the more serious one that had the Archie comics and everything. The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog were, it was just like a very fucking goofy series, and I kind of like that. Like with Mario and Sonic, there wasn't really a whole lot to go off of, so they made up a lot of shit, and so there's like always something new and like weird and dumb. This is a very weak build because I'm all mobility here. I gotta kind of rely on luck a little. This is like what initially ended one of my roller runs offline, was getting to this map exactly and just not being able to recapture everything fast enough because of these assholes. Everyone hates these guys. They're the worst. You just get like overrun by all this stuff, and those guys are just able to come and go and just capture the points without any issue. And like, you think it's safe, you leave, and then they recapture it. Yeah, as I was saying, like, in my heart, those old goofy voices for Sonic and Mario are honestly, like, they're kind of the Mario and Sonic for me. Everyone made a big deal out of Chris Pratt voicing Mario, and, you know, it sucks that Charles Martinet didn't get to do it. At the same time, I'm like, I grew up watching a Mario, like, that's not a football, Luigi. That's a stone. You didn't make it. I can't fucking do the voice. That's a stone, Luigi. You didn't make it. Mario. Fucking hell, this sucks. Fuck off! Let me capture the points, god damn it. You die. See, they just immediately spawn out of the fucking capture, and then they're gone, And then another one's gonna come out. See, and then I just lost it somehow. Trying to, like, keep these guys off so they don't overwhelm me. But I chiseled it, Mario. That's a stone, Luigi. You didn't make it. Oh, fuck you, Luigi. This is like the only chance I'm gonna have to fucking capture anything here. You asshole! You asshole! You actually fucking stopped it? This map is a goddamn nightmare. You. Infuriating map. I hate that one. That's like nearly 5 minutes. 5 goddamn minutes. Moving ink speed. Yeah, sure. I need to like get to a shop and people to buy every, like, the rest of the pallets. I almost ran off the stage because I got a little bit too excited. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. This is gonna be a painful map. Get down here, you asshole. I don't have to worry about like the lights or anything. It's just the brush and like I have no other capacity to do anything besides really move fast, so I'm at a huge disadvantage here. And it's like this constant barrage of the missiles too. My ink coverage really sucks as well. Alright, fuck off. Fuck off. This is my opportunity. I have to... I hate how slow I am at doing that. Don't forget Rush Attack works on Stamper. Ah, come on! Ugh. This is the price I pay for wanting to go fast. Let's buy some blue chips if we can. Going for like very specific weapon chips is such a pain because the weapon, it's often not the biased weapon. Like, the common tones that you'll get for a brush will always be blue. But say there's one that's, like, red and yellow on another weapon, but, like, that weapon has a very specific, like, purple chip that only it can see. So, with certain hacks on, it becomes almost impossible to get the specific one you want, the way it works. So that's, like, really annoying. I had to do like a million runs with the umbrella to even get the umbrella timer one down. Cause I read online too, a lot of people were having issues finding that specific chip because it was just so rare. I like tried to look up like min-max strategies just to get it to show up more often. Like, do I want to have full bias on for the hack, or do I want to have partial? And then people are saying like, oh well, max out the Pearl Drone, disable all the Pearl Drone stuff, so less chip variation. And once you max out a pearl drone thing, it will never show up again. So you kind of have to like just build the pearl drone immediately and then hope the rest of the floors have good RNG and give you what you want. I don't know why I'm like ignoring the objective. My brain is still like capture territory mode. I've been scarred. All the weapons that I thought were going to be really annoying and hard to do this mode with just ended up being such amazing weapons. Brush knockback. Hopefully I can get a vending machine on the next 2 floors, hopefully. They're still gonna outrun me because I didn't get the good blue chips. I was hoping to knock them off the stage if I could with that. Oh well. On the last stream, I believe it was the last stream, I managed to line all 5 of them up and get them with a reef slider, and it felt so good. I like isolated a clip of it and everything, which no one but me is impressed by that, I feel. I don't know if anyone was like actually active and alive during that. I was proud of myself. The maxed out blaster fire rate is amazing. Yeah, it's like, that's what I did on the previous run. It was like it was insane. It's just, oh shit. Okay. Well, we need to refresh until we get a vending machine on the next floor. Otherwise, I just fucked myself. Nah, I don't like the crab tank on side order. I've tried. I don't like it. I think Ink Strike is actually the most busted in the hammer. They come out of nowhere. It's so annoying. It's the Grizzco Blaster, but with less ink tank. Yeah. I maxed out like explosion radius, damage, I believe, distance. It was the Grizzco Blaster, but nothing in front of me would basically live. It was great. A very satisfying run, despite the ink issues. Nope, your parasite is not coming anywhere near here. Yeah, it shredded. It shredded Smollusk. It was insane. 1 tank was enough to take care of the first 2 forms. I need a vending machine. Please give me a vending machine. There we go. It just, hopefully it's just all blues that I could buy. Yes. There we go. All blue palette. Even though it looks like we're purple, it's just some of the hues are kind of more of a bluish purple. This is gonna be a little bit of a pain in the ass though, because no killing ability. Oh, hi everyone. Did you come to visit your good buddy Smolisk? Gotta say, you're doing a great job as an ENV. We've already got this dialogue. No unique dialogue this time. I wonder how many other things you could potentially say. I wasn't really trying to kill him off stream just in case it procced any new dialogue or anything, but it doesn't seem to be the case. The hammer basically makes up for my lack of damage here. Beware, a fish is just 24 hours away. Yeah, big run, big run. Big run tomorrow. I hope you guys are liking the Splatoon streams, because there's gonna be another tomorrow. It's not gonna be side order, but it's gonna be big run. Get out of here. Did I think I just fill my special by movement alone. I think I have that. So that's like also like really sick nasty. Baby man, little baby man, little baby man. I recognize some of those emotes. Yeah, that's the whole idea of the Octobrush, or the ink brush, is just, if you go for a full movement build, you could just instantly fill up your hammer and just spam the specials to fill in for your lack of damage. Great job, you fought like you meant it. Rick, now that black ink is used in side order, do you think it will finally be used in Splatfest? I don't know. I don't think it will. I think it'll remain exclusive to this mode. There is our monocolor run. All blue, Sonic the Hedgehog style. All mobility-based chips. See, massive pearl payout right there. That's how you grind in this mode. Now, okay, I could basically consider it 100% done here. What we can go do is... get all the headgear. And this one was the 888. All that was once mine is now yours. I thank you from the bottom of my core, Ink Octoline. You are adequate to receive this badge. Let us now speak of after. From now on, there is a restraint of 1 item per day. I will deliver it by lobby terminal 1 day following. Gratitude for your persistent support is warranted. I hunger to see what changes you bring. So now once per day I could spend 100 pearls and just get like a, a 30 or so, 30 I think, 35% chance to get a sticker or a piece of furniture that Cipher used to offer from the shop, from the lobby terminal, or I could get a food ticket, 30,000 gold, or 5 ability chunks at a 10% chance, I think. So, I mean, if that's worth it to you, it's not really worth it to me. You could keep playing side order, maybe just for fun, but yeah. That's pretty much it for side order. We completed Cipher. We got all the hacks. We did all the chips, and you can see there's a lot of dialogue here of what they're saying. I'm not gonna read it all. If you have any interest in what they're saying, you know, just pause the video. Max everything on each chip. All the crazy stuff you could do in this mode. Does a 30% chance go away if you max out the locker items? Maybe it does, maybe it does. You might be on to something, but that's gonna take a long time, because that's like, what, 9 items per piece of furniture and sticker? You're gonna, like, it's only once per day, too. What do the 3 lines mean? You mean the things underneath of the chips? These are like, if you collect, say, these 3 lines connecting each of these chips right here, if you get the max amount of chips and like 3 dots above them, you will get a badge of this specific tone of this color chip. So these 3 lines right here. 1, 2, 3, that's a badge. 1, 2, 3, that's a badge. 1, 2, that's a badge. Here's the gelatin field guide. Go, go, go. And make him go say Banjo-Kazooie sounds. Now check the Splatnet app and see if you max out the ones that take... Yeah, I did. I did. I 100%ed everything. Oh, hey, here's a future thing for a creepy things in Nintendo games style video. I'm gonna get you. It kind of sucks that Marina Agitando did not, like, they didn't make a filler boss for her that you could, like, just randomly get. But her and Overlorder were basically the same exact fight anyways. But I kind of wish they had more bosses for this mode. It looks like they could have at least fit one more, but who knows? Maybe in an update they'll add a new one. Nope, well, here's the crow. Let me take a drink of water real quick. It's gonna be a pretty short stream tonight. We're pretty much almost already done anyways. Then we got all the dev diaries. So you can see it has some drift right there. You see, like, all my trying to grind things with the umbrella, just giving up, because I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Everything done with each and every weapon. Let's head back to Inkopolis. You can also hide the text in the logs, just look at the art. I guess you can. You got a new badge, try it out with your splash tag. Did I get my daily gacha? Oh, oh no, I guess that was probably offline is what happened there. Switch probably like disconnected from the internet because it figured it wasn't using it in that mode. So I'm not really like too keen on this kind of headset equipment. This has to be a Virtual Boy controller, kind of like. I feel like this is a reference to Virtual Boy, kind of, but like a version that works better. The parallel mask. Now this is like the most popular thing that I see everyone wearing. Everyone loves the parallel mask. It's pretty cool, not gonna lie. I like it. I like it. Whether or not I can outfit it with some better stats though, we'll see. We'll see. Then the Pearl plushie is kind of like the ultimate trophy of this mode. Well, not really. That's the badge for doing the low hack run with a 8's palette. Put on the bleak beak, my default go-to. As you can see, I am repping the badge that I so rightfully earned. Okay. Go back in there, and now all the badges should be like next to each other. You got cleared the initial spire, you get Pearl and Marina. Cleared side order, you get Oct. Cleared the Spire of Order with every pallet, you get the Pearl drone. Bought everything from Cipher's Siftings, you get Cipher's badge. And then cleared the Spire of Order with the low hack 8 pallet for that badge. It's like, and then all the weapons, like, these are all the chips that you get too. I don't know if I'm blocking some of them, but like, yeah, there you go, there you go. This is why you wanna max out all the chips, is you just kind of get these, but is it honestly worth it? No, probably not. How many is low? I think four hacks maximum. From Marina, you have to disable everything else. Like, you can only like have like 4 things, 4 stats increased. And I don't think that counts. Like, you can't just like put everything in defense and everything into attack and like max out your lives and everything. No, it's like literally only 4 hacks. So you could put like 1 for an extra life, and then 3 into attack to increase your attack, which I believe that was what I did. And that's what I had to clear it with in order to get this badge. It was pretty tough, but I got pretty lucky, I feel. And with 8's palette, your chips get limited, so you have limited chips too. The less hacks you have active, the more chip slots open up. So I believe it's as long as it's like, what, 14 or 12 chip slots, then you'll be able to get the badge if you clear. I don't think the risky pearl hack counts towards anything, so you can have that active. I know I had that active. 0 hacks gives you a full palette. Yeah. That's another way to do it, but like also without playing with, if you don't have the extra damage or defense, it gets really fucking scary. And if you get like splatted once, if your shield breaks, you just like get thrown into the air instantly. I mean, you don't get thrown into the air at all. Your armor will just break on the spot, and you could end up in a really bad position. Okay, so tomorrow will be some salmon run. So I already did the shift. So no salmon run for you guys. It was a pretty short stream, nearly 3 hours. I don't know if I have much to talk about, but hey, we're done with Splatoon for the night. That was side order. So I really enjoyed that DLC. I thought it was really fun. Am I gonna keep playing it in my spare time? No, probably not. I think once I run out of pearls that I've amassed, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. That'll like last what, 40 or so days of daily things I could order. Yeah, I wonder how it's gonna look there too. This will be our first time being able to see Incopolis Square with a big run. Interesting. I didn't even think of that. Don't know if they have revealed the amount of golden eggs we need for the golden trophy. It's the Megalodontia trophy, I think, for this this big run. So I'm gonna 135. Okay, I gotta just aim for 135 then. Should be doable. I'll try to do big run as soon as it starts. I will start stream a little bit earlier if I can. Hopefully it doesn't glitch out like last time. I mean, if it does, I'll just get 2 trophies. I have my silver egg and my golden egg from last time, so I have that's cool. I kind of wish it worked like that, where they would give you all the pieces of furniture, the trophies of every status, depending on what your highest one was. So if you got a gold, you would get a silver and a bronze, or just a normal one too. That would be nice. That would be nice. Just for like completionist sakes. Yeah, as I was saying, I enjoyed my time with Side Order. Good DLC. The previous streams are kind of more on a sad note, but I feel this was a lot more of an upbeat stream. Well, besides like the first few moments of talking when rest in peace Akira rest in peace Akira Toriyama. Very unfortunate timing. Very unfortunate to lose another great manga artist. I'm sure everyone has been talking about this for the past nearly 3 hours. I'm sure everyone here has heard by now. This is how big and important this dude is. Very influential, very talented, very iconic art style. Today is a national day of mourning in South America. Yeah. I know I'm probably gonna hop on Final Fantasy 14, and everyone's gonna be dressed up like Goku in the cities, because you know when we lost the creator of Berserk, everyone put on Guts outfits and turned into Dark Knights and everything, and lit bonfires spanning all across the city. So I imagine this will happen as well with to honor Akira. They're gonna think of something to do. Yeah. They say the funeral is private. They're not accepting flowers, gifts, all that to, you know. Which, yeah. I wonder if they'll ever do something kind of like to let the public kind of honor him and all that, because very big, influential dude. But yeah, other than that, mostly positive stream. Last two I was kind of, you know, feeling a little bit depressed, sad, down about things. But I'm kind of getting to that point where my brain is waking up a bit and going, okay. You know, you'll make it through it, Rick. You just, you know, relax a bit. Oh, there's Screamin' Mad George. He worked on this commercial. Just, I was talking about artists earlier, and you know. Actually, fucking, this is like right before, well, even before the news broke out about Akira Toriyama. It's like, I was talking about Van Gogh and how a lot of artists aren't appreciated until, like, you know, after they're kind of dead. Or they don't find success or appreciation until they're dead. And so you gotta, like, make the most of the time that you have to, like, make things that people, if they might not appreciate it now, they'll probably appreciate it later on in life if preservation at least allows them to, you know? And then we get this grim news. Man, then just the conversation stemmed into like just a bunch of different artists and all that, and I was just like, yeah, Screamin' Mad George is a cool artist. And then I went and looked at my VOD for Screamin' Mad George's Paranoia Escape. And I'm like, yeah, I did a pretty decent job. It was a little bit of a scuff stream, but I like that one. I like to... I'd like to do more things like it. But at the same time, I'm kind of lazy. And sometimes I want to just have these streams where I just play a video game and relax and chat for a bit. But I'm hungry. I need some dinner. Here, let's get outside. Let me see who is online that I may send you guys to. Alright, I know where I'll send you guys over to. Look at Monet, he was hated by art critics at the time, and now his paintings are some of the most expensive paintings in the world. That's just how it goes. People hate you when you're alive, and when they're dead and they can milk you for money, then that's when they love you. You're more profitable dead than alive if you want to go into the entertainment and art industry. The unfortunate truth. The starving artist finally starves, and from his corpse, everyone will feast. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for lurking. You're watching the VODs over on Twitch and YouTube as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate all the support. I will continue to go through my backlog and add timestamps to everything, correct my socials, add proper hashtags. I'm working on it. It's a pretty big task, and I can't listen to my own voice for too long because I make myself cringe, to be honest. Some of my older VODs are very, very, very bad, but hey, they have soul in them at least. I want to believe they have soul. Maybe one day I'll private some of the older ones that probably didn't age well or sound like shit, and kind of maybe redo it in my own shitty remaster way. Oh, thank you, Light Blue Jay. Let me drink some water before we head off. Hope you have been doing well, and I know you, like, last time I rated you, you were playing Epic Mickey, and I'm sure you've heard the news that Epic Mickey is getting a full-blown remake. Pretty exciting news. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty decent so far. But yeah, I never expected that in a million years, and it's gonna be multi-platform too. Nintendo was like kind of big in funding the original, so that's why I never expected it to really like leave the Nintendo console, but I guess maybe Nintendo let up on it, or like maybe it was waiting for some sort of contract to expire. Makes me wonder if that means Bayonetta 2 and 3 will ever leave the Switch, if Nintendo's like, yeah, you know, we funded this, but we kind of don't care anymore, do what you want with it. We'll see, we'll see. Though I kind of want people to still be salty that they can never play Bayonetta 2 or 3 on the Xbox or PlayStation. I love drinking their tears, honestly. It's great, it's great. Rest in peace, Nikki. Rest in peace, Billy Harrington. You were taken from us too soon as well. Anyways, yeah. As I said, thanks for watching, thanks for lurking, thanks for watching the VODs on YouTube and Twitch. I will see you next time. That'll be tomorrow for more Salmon Run. Big run. And then hopefully we could take a break from Splatoon for a while. I'm sorry for so many Splatoon streams. Yeah. Anyways, have a good night. Oyasumi. Farewell. Goodbye.